My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and welcome to a no communication, limited communication reading. Okay, so if you are not in contact with your person or limited contact with your person, this is going to be the reading for you as we look at why they're choosing at this time not to communicate, what's in their headspace with regard to this particular issue, what's happening around them, their career, home life, and their community. And then we look at general energies towards you. In the extended, we get a semi-trance message from a person through my guide Janice. We'll look at their thoughts and feelings for you, their intentions towards you, next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading, and we get 3D messages. Okay, so let's get into this reading. Now, before we get into this reading, I just want to read something to you about this from this book that I'm reading. It's called The Spirit of Intimacy by Sobonfo. I hope that I'm saying that correctly. I probably am not. Some, and she is Malidoma Some's ex-wife. They're both with spirit now, but she has some beautiful books, and so does he. Okay, so I just want to give you a word of encouragement, not false hope, but encouragement. And I was reading this little chapter yesterday, this little paragraph, sorry, and it talks about the song of spirit, and it says intimacy in general terms is a song of spirit inviting two people to come and share their spirit together. It is a song that no one can resist. We hear it whilst we're awake or sleeping, in community or alone. We cannot ignore it. So I feel like sometimes on this journey we can get discouraged because things aren't happening at the place that we want it to happen, or maybe at the moment we think that something is going to happen, something else happens, and it feels like you're even further apart than before. But in the end, spirit always wins, and what spirit wants to happen will happen, and who spirit wants to bring together will come together. So if you truly believe that this person is your twin, your soulmate, and you've had that revelation in your spirit, in your dreams, just believe in it and ignore what's happening in the 3D. Well, I shouldn't say ignore, but don't integrate it and make it some kind of condemnation of who you are, or an expression of what might, or what you think might be lacking in you. It's nothing like that. Everybody's on their own journey, learning their own lessons. So don't take what is happening personally, which is a very difficult thing to do sometimes, obviously, right? Obviously, but don't take it personally. Everybody's just learning lessons. Okay. And then I also read that to let you know that you're never completely alone, and you're not disconnected from them. They are hearing the same song in spirit that you are hearing. You're just responding, perhaps at a faster rate, but they're hearing the same song. And as they said, it's not something that you can continue to resist. That song is going to play and get stuck in your head like the song never ends until you do something about it. And that's exactly what's happening on their side, and it's what's happening on your side. And for some of you guys, maybe you've tried to move on from your person, and that song still plays in your head, right? So once we're not playing that song from a codependent place, and we're loving ourselves completely, it's a song that we're meant to respond to, and take action on. Anyways, do with that what thou wilt. All right, so let's get some significators for the energy towards you. And I'm loving this Oracle of the Radiant Sun. I got a new significator deck, that's what I call it, when October begins. But for now, I'm really enjoying this deck, actually. All right, so underneath it all is lust. But I don't feel like it's just sexual lust, although that is definitely portrayed here. I mean, this chameleon is here sticking out his tongue, and the lady is on it. So they want to taste you, they want to be next to you, and they feel like they're going to explode with this energy. Okay, so we see that there. But I also get like a wanderlust, a lust for life. That this person wants something different. Now they're hiding behind the mask. They're a social chameleon. Okay, so you're dealing with a social chameleon. They're hiding behind the mask. They're hiding behind the foliage. This is someone who doesn't want to be seen, and they don't want to be put out there for other people's judgment. Okay, they like attention, but they don't like attention where they're being criticized or they're being critiqued in any sort of way. So this is someone keeping a low profile, but they're not able to contain the powerful feelings that they're feeling inside. Remember, we talked about that song of spirit. It keeps playing and playing and playing in your soul until you respond. And that's exactly what's happening with your person. It's going to keep playing and playing in their soul until they respond to it. Okay? And right now it's expressing itself as lust, but it is really passion, and it is also sacred fire. Let's get a significator for the energy towards you. I tried to put my phone on side. The energy, I said towards you, but it was really supposed to be generally. So I'm going to read it both ways. Harmony. This person is balancing masculine and feminine energy. We have the sun and we have nature, and nature is always portrayed as feminine energy because nature gives, right? Nature gives. Nature sustains life, right? So this is them getting in tune with their masculine and feminine energy here. If you see their hand reaching out to the birds, it's almost a kind of nurturing, mothering aspect. I think birds as well represent messages. So as I said, the song of spirit is playing to this person and it's calling them to rise up, to shed the mask. We have a card number 7, to shed the mask, and instead of being the 7 of swords, be the 7 of wands, where they're standing up for what they believe in and they're fighting for their expression, they're fighting for this connection. Okay, so this is a song that's being sung to them right now, and they're being bombarded by it. We have revenge. This person has a lot of conflicted energies where you are concerned. All right, so they feel magnetized towards you. They're hearing your spirit song and they're hearing the song of spirit, and there's something that they can't deny and they feel compelled to respond to. But at the same time, there is a trust issue here. Some of you might be with other people. So whilst the song of spirit is playing in your person's head, there's also a movie that's playing in your person's head as well. And that's the movie of you being with somebody else. It plays on repeat in your person's head. And they're out for blood. They're out for blood. They want your head on a platter. They want revenge. It's not that they want revenge. They are feeling frustrated. They are feeling slighted. They are feeling insecure. And they're just acting out. They don't know how to express. See, my throat is closing up. They don't know how to express how they feel verbally. Or maybe they know how, but they don't want to because it's going to make them feel vulnerable. So this person is somebody who acts out and lashes out. And maybe part of them acting out and lashing out is not communicating with you. Yeah, not communicating with you. Holding back their feelings. This is their way of punishing, because this is the way that they were punished as a child. The love, support, recognition was withdrawn from them. So when they feel like they can't contain what is happening inside of them, the conflict that's happening inside of them, and the movie competing with the song that's happening inside of them, they lash out. They're complicated, guys. They are complicated, but it speaks of, emotional immaturity, and it speaks of trauma. All right. Let's ask the question directly. Why aren't they communicating? And I'm hearing children playing outside because they're childish. Because they're childish. This is an inner child wound, right? And they are punishing you just as how they were punished as a child. And of course, you don't have to tolerate that bullshit. But, we've been getting a lot of messages about compassion. And so we can have compassion for them, but we can also have compassion for ourselves and our needs and what we want to see manifest in our life, yeah? All right, so energy underneath the dead, the King of Swords in reverse. I know the King of Swords in reverse is the overt narcissist. They are going to do something to trigger you. King of Swords in reverse also holds back communication. He's a master diplomat, but he uses this power of speech as a tool to destroy. All right, so we can safely assume that they're not being their best self at this time. Okay, why aren't they communicating? We have 8 of Pentacles. We see them working hard here. They're working hard on their money. Some of them working hard on their craft, whatever that craft may be. And certainly they're getting some inspired ideas, because look at what they're making. They're making these pentacles, but these pentacles look like Star of David imagery. We have 4 of Pentacles, holding back, hoarding their emotions. That's what I get with that. Holding on to old pain. They have a little lockbox in their mind that some very painful memories are stored in, and they don't want to revisit them. And it looks like you're triggering that. 7 of Swords, living a lie, putting on a mask. So it's like a confirmation of everything I just said. And then we have the Page of Wands, kind of being childish, doing something fiery for attention. All right, so why aren't they communicating? They're lashing out. This is their way of lashing out. I see some of them trying to forget you through their work, but they are working hard, not just to get away from thoughts of you, but also to build themselves up. Okay, build up their resources, right? Their financial resources, right? I see them holding back on confirmation here, holding on to their rage, their pain. Okay, it gives them an excuse to remain in victimhood. That's what I feel with this card. I feel like a victimhood. Victimhood here. Nothing ever goes my way. Everybody always betrays me. Blah 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 blah. So there are many. So in this radio station, because everybody's a radio station, there are many records that are being played simultaneously. Okay, they don't have one song being broadcasted from this radio station. They have many songs being played. There's a song of lament and victimhood. There is the song of spirit, asking them and inviting them to explore this relationship with you. There's also a song of revenge that's playing a movie. So they're playing a movie and some songs as well. So a lot of discordant energy emanating from this radio station. And that's why they're not able to manifest or attract the life that they want or the relationship that they want, because everything is just so mixed up. And it's because they're not logging into the truth of what they really want. Okay, it is the ego playing it safe. I look at this gentleman here, and he has a lot of wisdom, right? A lot of wisdom that he should be sharing, but he's keeping it to himself, and quite frankly, doesn't even want to look at it. I see he had to stand over his third eye, so they might even be actively blocking out messages from you at this time. You know, they just want to. It's self-protection, and it's an inner child wound. So they're just being childish right now. They're just being childish. Let's explore this a little bit further. That feels like the headspace there. Let's look at what's happening in their heart. What are they feeling in their heart space? We have remorseful. Okay, so that's another tape that they're playing. So besides the tapes of revenge, besides that tape of not being good enough, that childhood wounding tape, living a lie tape, all those tapes here, and the movie of you being with somebody else, there's also this regret and shame that is happening as well. So there's a bundle of energies. We have pathetic. This is how they feel. This is how they feel. Not good enough. Not good enough. Maybe they may even feel slighted by you. Maybe they may even feel overlooked by you, especially if you're with somebody else at this time, right? Not being chosen by you, so they're not good enough. We have avoidant. Well, we saw this with the Eight of Pentacles energy, working hard at their job, working hard at some kind of project, trying to block you out and the situation out. We have hopeless. All right, so there's depression and repulsed. Let's pull some cards on these because I don't know what they're repulsed by, whether they're repulsed by you or somebody else. Why did I say somebody else? Why? Because I was going to say whether they're repulsed by you or themselves, but I said somebody else. So we're going to see if it's somebody else that's repulsing them. Let's look at this pathetic energy. Page of, what is this, Knight of Pentacles? No, Page of Pentacles in reverse. They don't feel like they have anything to give you. It's like, somebody who has everything, right? And their birthday comes up, you don't know what to give them. Well, they feel the same thing. Like, what is their role in their life? What is their role in your life? What do they have to give? And this is what causes them to go back and forth all the time. Look, we have here. Look at it in the back there. Right? It looks like that Two of Pentacles energy in the back here. So they keep going back and forth because at core, they don't think that they have anything to offer you and this connection. So they spend their time avoiding it, whether avoiding it with other people in their life. We have the Seven of Cups, and that's about options, distractions, creating all sorts of illusions. They might be avoiding it through fantasy, just feeling depressed, but not recognizing that this connection is here for the taking. the song from spirit is real. They're not hearing it properly because there's so many other things different, other different things that are playing in their radio station. So they can't hear the song of spirit. Let's see, hopeless. So even up here where I said, they're receiving messages from spirit. Yeah, they're receiving messages from spirit. This card here. They're receiving messages from spirit, but they're bombarded by other things too. This is what it is. And because they're bombarded by so many things, that light of the central sun, they can't feel it, they can't hear it properly. Feeling hopeless. We have High Priestess. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do to get to you. Three of Pentacles in reverse. They don't know what to do to get to you. They don't know how to collaborate with you. You're like an enigma to this person. They're not accustomed to this energy. You're a mystery that they can't seem to peg down. What are they repulsed by? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. The fact that they don't feel like you are investing in this connection anymore, and that they may have competition. So a lot of acting out. Their child, their wounded inner child is fully activated and having a tantrum right now, basically. It's a tantrum. All right. We're going to look now at what's happening around them at this time. Let's see what's happening in career. This is the answer deck. What's happening with regard to their career and finances? This might be the second tiniest deck in the world. I think the tiniest deck, I might show you guys sometimes. It's small like this. But this is it comes pretty close. All right, what we have underneath the deck is heartbreak. Okay, so this is really the heartbreak that they're feeling with regard to you, and this connection is really overpowering and kind of overtaking every aspect of their life. That's what I'm getting with this. All right, let's see career. We have stop, look, and listen. So it feels like they are about to take a leap of faith in a new direction in terms of the career. But there's this pause because I feel like your person, they're overly cautious. They don't like change. They don't like risk, right? So even though they know what they're meant to do, they know what they're being guided to do, there's this hesitation because change and the unknown freaks this person out. We have challenge here. Okay. So they're being challenged in terms of their finances. It looks like the big obstacles in their way, especially at work. Good Lord, my speech. Obstacles that they need to overcome. We have journey. It looks like they've been on a long journey in the desert here with regard to their career and finances. But they are going to receive some good news soon. So it looks like, they've had a hard time manifesting abundance in their life and manifesting the life that they want. And I'm not surprised with all those different tapes being played in their head, right? All those different energies that they're sending out to the universe, right? And it looks like it's been a long, hard, dry journey. in the desert for your person, but your person has endurance. They have endurance and they're stuck with it besides the challenges. It looks like they're just about to cross a threshold here. So there's this brief pause. And we can call that pause stagnation if you want to. We can call it stagnation. There's this brief pause before they leap into a new life, especially where their abundance is concerned. What's happening with their home life right now? What's happening with their home life? This is the Family Feud deck by our soul sister Tiffany. I think she's rebranding at the moment, and she will restock these in her Etsy shop in October, so another month just about, and you'll be able to get these again, but right now they are out of stock. We have transmuting generational chains. So they are doing a lot of shadow work at this time, and they're actively seeing the dysfunction in their family, and they are working very hard to make sure that they're not going to perpetuate toxic cycles and toxic behaviors. Let's see what's happening in their home life. We have mother wounds coming up. And when we have mother wounds, we have issues giving and receiving love. And we also have issues with receiving from the universe. So our ability to receive the abundance from the universe, financial abundance, all this is impaired when we have mother wounds. We have father wounds. Okay, so as I said, their inner child is fully activated. Their wounded inner child is fully activated at this time. There is a secret recorder. So somebody could be recording them in secret. Somebody could have installed some sort of spyware on their phone. Ooh. And what is your intuition telling you? All right, let's pull cards in these and see what we get. So already we're getting the picture of a wounded inner child. A lot of issues with their parents. Someone who felt like they weren't seen or nurtured by their parental figures. And it feels like all these old feelings are coming up. Okay, maybe it is your relationship that's triggering these feelings, or maybe another relationship that's triggering these feelings, or maybe just a situation that they're in right now is triggering these feelings. Okay, but there is, as I said, a lot of shadow work that they're doing, and they're powering through a lot of heavy energies and interference. Okay, let's see this mother wound. We have 5 of Cups, right? So there's a lot of sorrow connected to their mom, okay? They regret not having the relationship that they've always envisioned with their mom. It looks like their mom really hurt them, and there's a lot of pain that they can't seem to move on from, but that's coming up for healing. We have the 6 of Swords here, and that talks about us, ruminating in all hurt and all pain, and not like seeing a way out. So this is someone who is easily triggered, especially by feminine energy. A father wound. We have the 5 of Swords in reverse. This person, they are a people pleaser because they don't like conflict. They have an issue with asserting themselves. and asserting their point of view. They are incredibly conflict avoidant. And one of the things that we need in order to face conflict head on is, bravery and the ability to standing on our own power. But when we have father wounds, we have issues with standing in our own power, and asserting our point of view. Yeah, stuck in old pain and programming, 8 of Swords, and a lot of limiting beliefs. I can't do that because, but not recognizing that the because is not their because. Their because is their family's because. We have there's a secret recorder. We have the Star card in reverse. That's a card of karma. I feel like whoever's the karmic energy in their life, well, definitely their parents there. But there might be a third party. This person is recording their conversations, is recording them in secrets, like they want to find them in some kind of gotcha moment, right? In order to have the upper hand, whether at the upper hand at legal proceedings or just having the upper hand at, in the relationship, so that they can either do blackmail or emotional blackmail. But it looks like your person is being monitored at this time. And this person's doing this because they're feeling hurt. They're feeling hurt and they're incredibly insecure. 4 of Cups in reverse. Now, this card is, what is your intuition telling you? So, they're getting a lot of intuitive hits, but I feel like they're also getting a lot of distortions. We have Page of Cups in reverse. Exactly. Getting a lot of intuitive hits, but the pain from the past keeps interfering. So the pain from the past is what's running interference all the time, right? So the soul spirit trying to, sing to them, trying to lead them, but there are so many other noises and sounds that are also happening at the same time, right? The ego is really loud in this person's head. What's happening in your person's wider community? So we're talking about friends. We could even be talking about work acquaintances. What's happening? We have Ace of Cups in reverse. So we have a lot of addictions, dysfunction, people not loving themselves. We have 6 of Pentacles in reverse, a lot of inequity. So this is the environment that your person is currently in. We have the Empress. Could be you, or it could be there might be somebody in their life that might be preparing to give birth. And then we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, feeling powerless or people abusing their power. Spirit, what is this Ace of Cups in reverse about? We have the 3 of Cups. I think your person is looking around at the people that they've surrounded themselves with, and they're realizing that so many people in their inner circle and in their wider community, they're not happy. They may look happy because, they may hang out and drink and party, but they're all feeling lost and alone. That's what your person's realizing. They don't love themselves and they don't have love in their life, right? So your person has always probably idolized the people in their community because they see them as joyful, but it's not joy. It's not joy. This is people trying to forget. 6 of Pentacles in reverse, the Chariot, and your person's ready to move on from this. This is just toxic and karmic to them, and they recognize that, and their spirit is telling them to move on, birth something new. Let's see this lady. Who's this lady? We have the King of Cups. What's happening in their community? They're in love. They're in love with the Empress. And in my readings, all upright court cards are divine energies. So they're looking right at you. What's happening in their community? People know that they are in love with you. People know that they're in love with you. People can see. Maybe people have caught them looking at your picture. But it looks like more than a few people in their wider circle know about you and their feelings. I see a feeling of powerlessness here. Ace of Wands in reverse, Two of Pentacles. Your person don't know what to do about that though. Or rather they know what to do, but remember all these competing energies in their mind, in their energy field, right? And again, the buzzword here is distortions. There's just so many distortions. What's Spirit's advice for you at this time? Now remember, they're always mirroring you. So if they have a lot of songs playing in their head besides the song of Spirit, you have a lot of songs playing in your head too. Now in the extended, as I said, I'm going to do that semi-trance message from your person through my main guide, Janice. We're going to look at their thoughts and feelings for you at this time. We're going to look at their intentions towards you, their next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading, and 3D messages. If you can't join me in the extended, oh, I thought I took that phone off. If you can't join me in the extended, this is going to be your advice from Spirit. Okay, we have here maturity. So I'm getting that there are ascended masters and guys that are working with you. I'm sorry guys, let me just turn this off. Sorry about that. I thought I had put it on silent, but I didn't. Yeah, it's actually my twin. Right. That's working with both of you guys to shed light on what is really happening, because both of you are getting a lot of distortions at this time. Now, a lot of these things is your ego. It is your ego. Okay, you're not logging into your heart space. It is your ego. But there are also external distortions that are coming in. So I feel like your guys also forming a hedge of protection around you guys, so that some of these distortions don't connect to your energy field. Okay? All right, well, what advice do you need to know at this time? We have resolving conflict, right? So just as we saw the feminine energy getting support from the guide, let me get back that card. So just as we saw the feminine energy getting support from this masculine guide here, or a guide that's male in body, the masculine energy, or the person male in body is getting advice from this feminine energy. So it's balanced. So they're both speaking. This guide is speaking to your person's feminine aspect, which is about receiving, and this guide is speaking to your masculine aspect, which is about taking action. So some of you guys may have been stalling on taking action in your life, whether it is, I don't know, writing a book, whether it's writing a book, grounding something. They're helping you with this, and they're helping your person open their heart to receive from the universe. I remember in my last psychic drawing, they talked about, an energetic heart replacement. Well, look at it happening right here. Right, so they're both working with you guys to balance your energies right now, because there are a lot of distortions coming in from internally and externally. So let's read this resolving conflict card. Okay. Resolving conflict, Lord. Can I read this font? Embrace this opportunity to create a greater understanding and connection with your beloved. All right, let's have a look. Jeez, that is just so weird to put it all the book all the way out there to try and read. Misunderstandings, disagreements, arguments, and conflict might be very distressing in a relationship, especially with someone you really love. Whether we like it or not, conflict does occur, even between people who are extremely compatible. For most people, it's not possible to completely avoid conflict in a relationship. So, what is the solution? Conflict actually presents an amazing opportunity. I always believe that as well. Yep. When a disagreement or misunderstanding arises, it's offering you a wonderful chance to understand yourself, your partner, and both your communication styles more clearly. When you become curt or angry with each other, what you're really saying is, I don't feel listened to, or I don't feel like you care about what I think or what I want. The real conflict arises because someone feels afraid or hurt. And we saw your person acting out, right? You're having a little tantrum. Fear of not having our needs met and the hurt we experience when our feelings are seemingly overlooked are the most common reasons for attacking another whilst defending ourselves. So this is what they're doing, right? So it comes towards us as an attack, but really it's them playing defense and trying to protect themselves from pain, which is not an excuse for them lashing out, but it is a reason. Okay, we have drawn this card today because healing your fear of any type of conflict will benefit the quality of your future and existing relationships. Being human means that you will occasionally experience conflict, whether you see yourself as the passive or aggressive one, the victim or the perpetrator. It doesn't matter which side you're on, and sometimes we're both in it. It's a dynamic we experience on occasion. Next time you find yourself in a disagreement with someone, don't run away or ignore it or become aggressive, right? And it feels like a person, they ran away and became aggressive, right? and also might be trying to ignore you. Good luck. Good luck to them with that. Embrace the opportunity to understand them, yourself, and the situation more clearly. The key to unlocking the grip of conflict and shifting the conversation to a healing level is asking, what do you really mean by that? This is a non-confrontational and open way of creating a space for people to express themselves truthfully and discover the real issue. Asking this question in a calm manner makes it clear that you genuinely want to know. When you ask, what do you really mean by that? Your supposed adversary will begin to understand that you do care and that resolution, healing, and mutual satisfaction are possible, right? So Spirit saying, you might be in conflict with your person right now, right? Maybe they are not showing up the way that you want them to show up. Maybe they've hurt you by how they're showing up. Okay, but Spirit is saying, love is about empathy, compassion, and understanding, right? So we're not going to make excuses for them, but we certainly can understand why people act the way that they do. Okay, all right, my love. So this was your reading. I hope that was helpful. Take care. Bye. Please don't forget to subscribe. Why am I saying describe? Subscribe, like, put your comments down below. I enjoy reading them. If you're able, join me in the extended and I'll give you that channel message. Take care.